When the American Civil War ended on the 9th of April 1865, actor John Wilkes Booth assassinated President Abraham Lincoln around 10 p.m. and died the day after on the 14th of April 1865. Even after the American Civil War ended, Joseph E. Johnston finally surrendered to Union General William Tecumseh Sherman on the 26th of April 1865. On the same day, a Union soldier by the name of Boston Corbett shoots at John Wilkes Booth as he was muttering before he died. On the 19th of April, 1865, Abraham Lincoln's funeral took place in New York City. In this photo, you can see future President Theodore Roosevelt, and with him is his brother, who is the father of future First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. As you remember, General Sherman did a March to the Sea campaign and destroyed all the power lines for communications in the South. A hot-headed captain wanted to make the most money, approximately $700,000 in 2024. So he brought over 2,000 people, which killed him, and over 1,000 people. The ship blew up mainly because there was an engine malfunction. On the 5th of May, 1865, Jefferson Davis met with his 14 Confederate cabinet members in Washington, Georgia for the final time, but got captured 5 days after his meeting. Even if half the Confederacy had been dissolved, from the 12th to 13th of May, 1865, the last battle of the American Civil War was the Battle of Palmito Ranch, which was a Confederate victory somehow. But on the 23rd of May 1865, there was the Grand Review of the Armies, which was Union troops celebrated in the Capitol to celebrate the end of the American Civil War. After the Union celebration, on the 24th of May 1865, the Native Americans went to Oklahoma with 22 native tribes, because after the surrender of the Confederacy, they knew the racist Union would not support them. They were still fighting like the two Seminole Wars in Florida and to be closer to the other Native Americans in the Northwest Ordinance. This obviously did not work by a lot because the United States government would not recognize a huge tribe they considered as unofficial and unauthorized. And they also wanted the other tribes who had supported the Confederate States of America to be punished. Since it took forever to physically put all the Confederacy forces down, by the 4th of May 1865, Confederate General Richard Taylor ordered Alabama, Mississippi, and eastern Louisiana to surrender to Union General Edward Canby. In Galveston, Texas, Confederate forces west of the Mississippi River under General Edmund Kirby Smith surrendered on the 2nd of June 1865. Then on the 19th of June 1865, Union Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas to inform the people about the Emancipation Proclamation, and from this day on forward, this day will be called Juneteenth. The last significant Confederate Army surrender was by Confederate General Stand Watie on the 23rd of June 1865. After the fall of the Confederacy, David Tutt, who had supported the South, and James B. Hickok, who had supported the North, were friends after the American Civil War. One day, Hickok and Tutt once had an issue and they stopped hanging out and playing cards. Hickok won the game and gained $200 or over $3,800 in 2024. Tutt was irritated and made up excuses to get money from him and eventually stole his fake gold watch and ran away from the house. Soon, a few days later, Hickok went to his house, grabbed his pistol, and oiled it. Within a few hours, the word spread, and at a bar, they tried to talk to each other but failed. In the early morning of the 21st of July, 1865, they both dueled at their local city and Hickok killed Tutt in the ribs. By the 24th of December 1865, the Ku Klux Klan was formed by 6 Confederate Army veterans with the help of the Democratic Party in Pulaski, Tennessee, to resist Reconstruction and to frighten carpetbaggers, scallywags, and to repress the freed slaves. Carpetbaggers often applied to any Northerners who were present in the South. Scalawags were those who had supported Reconstruction policies and efforts after the conclusion of the American Civil War.